Hello, everybody. Welcome to my new Sunday market breakdown. So, as first, we start with the DXY. So, as you can see, we start with here the DXY, and we can see on the daily, we are at the daily chart. We can see that we have here first leg, second leg, third leg, fourth leg is forming that bearish W. So, as you can see, I drew my fib from the low here to the high and I go to the line chart and we take our first point of structure, we go up, and then we have this first point structure of resistance here. Here also resistance, so clear resistance that can become a support there. So that's why I drew this daily zone here. As you can see, it's a well-respected zone with false breaks here, with that false break, that support that can become resistance here, with the descending trend line holding the price down. So what can you else see? I will go to the weekly. You can see on the weekly for that short, our candle close is also against us. So for me, there's not anything for us to potentially go to the downside for me. So if we tap this potential shoulder 1 zone here, this head, shoulder 2, then we have a supply and demand. So with that potential fib from the high to the low here, that is also tapped, but yeah, actually I can see this as our fib from the low to the high. So this is my major fib because this is one leg. So some people will see this as this the fib from this high to this low. Then you have your fib with you, and then the potential supply and demand zone if we tap that zone here. So actually, what I expect on that daily zone is that we can have that pullback. We had that impulse, we can have now a correction, we can go and tap this daily zone, and from there we can have some more downside momentum with that fib completion from this low till this high. You have here a minus 27 fib completion here, so potentially we can go a little bit up and then we can potentially go down. So if I go to the 4 hour, you can see the 4 hour is for me majorly bearish because you have here this high and this new low. We can see this also substructure here, low, high. So everything between this low and high is now a correction impulse. Then we receive a correction, as you can see, and then we can go from here more to the downside. This is what I can see on the DXY for a moment. So then Euro USD on the daily chart, I'm looking to take this bigger bullish M with a smaller bullish M. We have here our first leg, second leg, third leg, potential fourth leg coming back correctively. And then you can see already that we have here also another one, first leg, second leg, third leg, fourth leg, the smaller one. So that's why I drew my zone at this daily first point of structure here. This one, which is clear resistance here, clear resistance, 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 and here's some support. So it can be a nice zone to hold the price up from here if we go more to the downside. If I take my Fibonacci from here, this high till this low. You have a minus 60, 80 here also. If I take it from this high till this low, you have, yeah, your minus 68 a little bit above that. So if we can have that fib completion and then we can receive that pattern because we are coming also corrective to the downside, but we have that bullish M with a smaller bullish M. So normally we can take a diesel because we have a pattern within a pattern there. So yeah. So if I go to the weekly, what can you see on the weekly? On the weekly chart, we are still bullish. We have here that first leg, second leg, third leg. For me, this is one leg because the weeks go over into each other. So this is the bigger bullish M. We tapped the weekly lows here. We did the false break of that weekly low week, higher low week. This is the higher low week. We had a small false break of that. And then you had here your shoulder 1, head shoulder 2. Then you have within it a bullish M that can play out. So it's very nice to see. So for me, the supply and demand was triggered here at this zone. And potentially we can trigger it again here at this highs. It can become support or at this higher low for potentially triggering that supply and demand zone. I already counted it The trend for me is still bullish because that was a false break. The FIP was from this low till this high, so this is still active. And the supply and demand zone and the trend. The only thing that is against us is that candle close here. So this is against us, so we have 3 out of 4, so we can take the trade. Daily was clear, we want to see the pullback till this daily zone. And then on the 4 hour, you can see clearly that we are still bullish. We had here our higher low, and this is our higher high. The weeks go over into each other, so if we can come back correctively, then we can have here a potential buy setup here, then the price will go to the upside potentially. So this is what I'm looking for Euro USD. Then we will go to Euro GPY. What can you see on Euro GPY? We have a bullish M potentially. We have here our first leg, second leg, third leg, fourth leg coming back to the daily lows potentially because the FIP levels aren't falling just above that IC here. So that's why I drew my daily zone at this daily lows. So then I went to weekly. What can you see on the weekly? We have a 2 out of 4. The FIP completion is against us from this low till this high. You have a minus 27 weekly FIP completion that can potentially play out against you. The FIP levels aren't touched yet from this new low till this new high. So we need to be patient. So this is not yeah for us. So actually the FIP is still against us. Supply and demand zone not yet triggered because this can be our resistance, and potentially support. So we have not a supply and demand zone. Only thing we have is your candle close and your trend is bullish because we have here our low, high, low, higher high, low, higher high. So we're making higher highs and higher lows. So the daily was clear for me. You want to see the bullish M, and on the 4 hour, after that impulse, we want to receive that pullback correction, potentially going to the daily lows, and then we can see a pattern or diesel that can be forming. The only thing we need to be careful for, we have a 2 out of 4, so I want to see a potential fake out. We're going more to the upside, so this is the thing I want to see. So then NZDCAD on the daily chart, what I want to see on NZDCAD is that shoulder 1 had shoulder 2 with a bullish M. So we have a pattern within a pattern. So then we can go to the weekly chart. And on the weekly chart, what can we see? We have still a bullish trend from this low till this high. We had shoulder 1, head, shoulder 2, and then we can see another pattern, shoulder 1 here, head, shoulder 2, double bottom. Then we received that double top, so potentially we can go also again making that natural M. So we can make here that same highs, then we can receive the same lows also. This is potentially possible. That candle close is against us because we have a red candle close this week. Supply and demand zone, these highs were tapped, so the selling zone is triggered. So we have only 2 out of 4, so we need to be careful for that. So I went to the daily, and what can you see on the daily? This was clear for us, pattern within a pattern. And on the 4 hour, yeah, we are still bullish on the 4 hour, so we want to see a break of this last higher low. This was a higher high, so everything between that is a correction for potentially more upside momentum, as you can see. So we want to break that and then going till this daily zone of interest. This is where I'm looking at for the moment. Um, yeah, Kitchev not the clearest one, so here normally I would do it just with the pillars I need to be careful for. If the NZD potential pullback for the 10 shoulders with the bearish W. So this needs to have some more time. Weekly, yeah, we have a 4 out of 4. So we have the trend with us. We have here a major selling zone. Candle close with us. FIP is also with us from this high to this low. You can see that as a FIP with you. So yeah, I want to see that pullback, or we can make another bearish W, smaller one. This can also be possible, but I expect to pull back till that zone. C-chip GPY, yeah, this is not a potential trade this week, I think, because we have here our bullish M, and then we can make the same highs. We can expect the same lows, so we have that natural M. So this can, yeah, be a trade for maybe next week, or it will break to the upside. So this is also possible. So yeah, I think it will not play out this week and make just another burn and go to the upside because the weekly is still bullish. We have a 4 out of 4, so we have that trend with us, this bullish M here. Then we touch the supply and demand zone here, which is acting as support. We have that candle close with us, and we have that fib from this low here till this high. So this can play out now. The only thing we need to be careful for is the same highs. We can expect the same lows again. So this can be also a very nice impulse to the downside to the daily lows. So we will see what will happen there. So this was my Sunday market breakdown. So I hope you liked it. And yeah, I see you next week. Bye, guys.